Hey Kim, it's time for another Skins Talk, and I'm kind of wondering why my camera is making my face look so much bigger on this side than this side, because that's not how it is. Have you ever wondered why in Harry Potter they bring their younger kids to see their siblings off to Hogwarts, like at King's Cross Station, and I don't know, it just seems kind of mean. Like, isn't that kind of like saying, hey, chillins, look at the awesome stuff that you're too young to do yet? Be sad. Ron and Hermione's second kid in the epilogue looks pretty upset. Oh, so today is the Thomas episode, and I really liked this episode. I've started taking notes when watching these. I've been watching every episode twice. I've taken a lot of notes for this episode. I've probably overdone it a bit. Think I'm treating it like a homework assignment almost, but it's fun, so it's fine. Oh, by the way, today's makeup look is inspired by Effie Stoneham. I was like, oh, I want to look whorish and black, so I did. I used I made it like really dark. I put black eyeliner like all over my lid and made sort of the shape, and then smudged it around, and then I put black powder over it and then blended it. And then I thickened my eyebrows even though they're already really thick, but I made them longer. I keep gesturing to this side when I want to gesture. Yeah. And then I didn't really do anything else because she doesn't really wear, she just kind of smudges black shit all over her eyes. Anyway, on to Thomas. Okay, so I love Thomas. I'm just gonna throw that out there. I kind of want to marry him forever. He's super cute and really nice. In the beginning, when he's dancing to the music and he's like, hello, I'm Thomas, so glad to meet you. I was like, I love you. I love you. And when he was talking to his mom in French about his really crappy flat that apparently has all the luxuries, and I'm just like, oh, you're so. And then he defends the store owner, and I'm like, like this whole video is gonna end up being me making a lot of noises trying to express my deep eternal love. So I love when he meets Pandora because I love Pandora so much. So when she talks, it just makes me happy. Like when she was like, wow, that's a whack a lot of donuts, or whatever she says, I was just like, I was also kind of like, don't take his donuts, because that's literally all the food that he has. And I don't want him to starve to death. And she was eating, I was like, the donut will still be there. You don't need to literally put it all in your mouth. Both of them were doing that. I don't like that. I like when she was like, Effie doesn't do donuts, and he was like, oh, what does she do? And Pandora was just like, drugs, yeah. And I like how Thomas just meets these people, these crazy ass kids, and already he's having to carry someone unconscious after they've thrown up. It's just the induction into their friend group is for gross, awful things to happen. It was really awkward when you discover Effie's mom cheating. It's not surprising at all, but God, that family's really fucked up, and I don't know. It's kind of unsurprising that Tony just kind of booked it out of there and never calls home ever. He's just like, bye guys, too much crap for me. The British gangsters come along to Thomas's house, and I just kind of laugh when I see them. I can never stop laughing. They're really astoundingly unintelligent. The whole time, Thomas is stuttering and really afraid of them, and I'm just kind of like, they don't really scare me at all. I'd probably be scared in this situation, but I can't take them seriously. When the gangster guy drinks the boiling hot noodle soup, I laughed so hard. I had to pause it. I had to pause the episode because I was laughing so hard and I couldn't hear any of the dialogue. But it just seems stupid. I know it's supposed to be badass, and Thomas is like, whoa, he just drank all that boiling hot noodle soup, and I'm just like, he just drank all that noodle soup, and now his throat probably hurts. He's not showing it on the outside, but inside he really regrets that decision. And he watches Desperate Housewives. Gay. But yeah, but then it's okay because then Thomas goes inside and sings a song to his brother and sister on the recorder, and I'm just like, wait a minute, you're so cute. Yeah, okay, so when he's trying to find a job, like, I feel like a lot of the skills he listed are actually really useful. Like, if you work on a farm, or at least had enough goats that you need to, like, milk them and uses plural, he at the very least had 2 goats. But, like, like, I feel like that should count as, like, work experience. And, like, he has a mathematical mind, like, solving equations and being able to deal with numbers is a really, like, sought after. Like, I can't do that. God, when he gets the janitor job and like he cleans the floor and then all the stupid kids like walk all over them and throw their trash everywhere, I feel like an asshole to janitors everywhere now. I feel like that's what like they feel like now. Like when I'm walking over a floor, they've probably just cleaned. We should all just learn to levitate. Also, being a janitor definitely wouldn't get him 300 pounds in 2 days. Plus, it's not like I mean, like, I get he probably gets paid in cash since he's an illegal immigrant and probably can't get, like, a bank account. But, like, still, they wouldn't pay, unless they pay him every day, like, he wouldn't even have cash to, like, pay by a desperate housewife. I don't know what the like minimum wage is in the UK, so maybe it's like way better than here and like, enough to live off of because they're way cooler than we are. But I'm just saying that it just doesn't seem plausible that he would be able to get 300 pounds by whatever day it is, like 2 days later or whatever. Okay, so Katie is like she's like a stupid bitch. Like, I don't know how to eloquently phrase that. Like, I feel bad for Emily all the time. Another thing I thought was funny is like she's talking to Effie, and Effie was like, I never try. And I kind of laughed a little bit at that. Like, I know that she was probably meaning it in a way like, oh, like, I don't try, I do sort of way. But I immediately just thought, like, oh, she just doesn't try in life. Like, she just doesn't do anything. Okay, so the African dance, like, I distinctly remember the phrase get some bush being used by a teacher. Explain this to me. I kept laughing at Pandora though, because I feel like that dance is like perfect for Pandora's personality. Like I was just like, this was just choreographed for Pandora. But overall, way racist, guys. Speaking of which, Thomas is really musical and impressive. Like he just picks up that fucking harp or whatever it's a weird shape. I don't know what it is, but he just starts like doing. I want him. I want it. And so does Pandora. Pandora is totally in love with him. I support this. He started crying, and I was like, oh, no, don't. You're crushing my soul. Like, don't cry. Weed tea? Like, how could you not know it's weed? Pandora, the reason the scones taste so good after the tea is because you're high. Like, you can't. And the aunt, when she's like explaining how she came across the tea plants, and she's like, oh yeah, this Jamaican guy like needed somewhere to keep his tea plants. And I was just like, you're so stupid. Like she's so naive that I literally spent like 10 minutes trying to figure out if she was like just dancing around the subject or if she was actually that dumb. And like I think she's actually that dumb. That's the conclusion that I came to. She's just like, this is where we dry the tea and blah blah blah. And also weed would be so gross in tea. Like it would be a really gross tea. By the way, I was just like, I love how like immediately Thomas gets involved in drug culture. Like as soon as he comes to the UK and meets these people, he's just like, I'm gonna sell drugs. But no, when Pandora recruits everybody to like help him sell the weed, like was Freddie seriously wearing a Jesus H. Christ t-shirt? Cheeky Freddie. Naomi walks up and Katie's just like, oh, why'd you invite her? And I'm just like, why are you such a homophobic asshole, Katie? Like, you're such an asshole. You're just I just don't like you. Katie's a bitch. Katie's the bitch twin. That's what it should be. It's Emily's the good twin and Katie's the bitch twin. And that's just what it is.